In this podcast series, we will be discussing a clear foundation before moving forward.
We have something very important for you. The industrial experiences should come right after the education. So, the educational experiences should be put in a chronological descending order.
Standard practice which you need to consider.
This test is considerably tougher, or I would say the difficulty level is a bit high. Yeah, of course, there are some of the criteria that we should consider before applying.
Incidents professionally which has happened in your life, that has to be mentioned very clear and loud. Can we copy SOP from others? When to collect the LOR? Hello dear PhD aspirants, we welcome you to the 5th episode of Get Ready for PhD Abroad with us. This episode will be on letter of recommendation and transcripts. Those who are new to this channel or watching this episode for the first time, we would recommend you to watch our previous episodes before watching this episode. This will give you a clear picture before moving forward. You can click the I button present at the top right corner of your screen, or else you can check the description box to get the link over there. Now, without any further delay, let's begin. So Smithilekha, can you please tell me about why we need LOR?
So I would say a letter of recommendation is a very important part of your overall application, because it gives a good weightage to the strength of your application. I would say it is not just a proof of how you are as a student, but it is also a proof of how you are as a person.
Right.
And how you have been before in professional setup or in an academic setup as a student or as a candidate, how your conduct was, how good you were as a person to the other people. So it stands as a very important parameter of your application, and this helps the admission committee decide on whether to take you based on how your conduct was before in your academic or in your professional setup. So of course, getting your letter of recommendation from somebody who was really involved in your academic setup or in your professional setup is important. You cannot get an LOR from somebody whom you do not know, or from somebody who is just your friend, or somebody who is just in favor of you. That is not the right thing. You should always get an LOR from a person who was really involved for a certain period of time in your professional journey, in your area of studies.
This brings me a question like, who are they? Like, from
Yeah,
whom to
it can be like if you are a master's student applying for a PhD, the best bet would be to get an LOR from a professor who has been actively involved in your research journey during your masters. So it can
basically
be your
PI.
Your PI whom you have been doing your research with during your masters. And if you are an undergrad student or a bachelor student, you can take the LOR from the head of the department, because that would be somebody who have seen you for the 4 years.
Right.
Or you could take it from any of the professors that you have been associated with in terms of any of the projects or any of the research work that you were doing. That can be one option. People who are doing job, they can also think about getting an LOR from the company manager or the L+2 in their company. So that can be also a very good option. In most cases, in some cases, I have seen people do not really understand whether it's important to get an LOR from the company that they are working with. But I would say if you are getting a chance to let them know and they are all okay with you applying to a PhD and everything is going good, then just go and ask for an LOR, because that is also a good testimony of how you have been in your professional life.
Exactly.
And here in US or in any other like abroad countries, they really give good weightage to people who have worked well. So it's good to include any manager that you have. Having said that, it is not necessary.
Okay.
It is not necessary that you get an LOR from the people you are working with. But if you get one, it's good. It's a plus point.
So Smithilekha, can you please tell me when to collect the LOR?
So the LOR should be collected essentially during the time you are applying and you're making SOPs. Everything should go hand in hand. But make sure that you are connecting with the people that you are getting the LOR from via email beforehand, because you should give them some time to respond and to draft an LOR and be into the process. So it's not like you just let them know a day before and the next day you are getting an LOR. That can't be the case. In that case, you have to let them know at least 2 weeks before. Ask for their permission whether they are willing to give you an LOR, and if yes, then you need to clearly mention them whether you are going to draft an LOR and send it to them, or they are willing to make a draft on their own for you.
So exactly how many drafts we should make, how many LORs we need?
So basically it depends on the university need. For this, you have to go to the university website and check exactly how many LORs that they have asked for. Mostly it's 2 to 3 LORs that they ask for, and you have to do it based on what the specific university is asking. In my case, I had drafted 3 LORs.
Right.
Yeah.
So will the LOR format be the same for all the 3 recommenders?
I would say no, because you will have specific relationship with each of the recommenders, and they will be belonging from different areas of your academic or personal life or professional life, and they will be having specific association with you. So your drafts should essentially be very specific to each of the recommenders, and they should be true reflection of how your relationship is with the recommender and how they see you as a person, and how they have been associated with you throughout the past years. So it would be essentially very specific to the person who is giving you the LOR.
So in some cases, the recommender asks you to write draft for them, right?
Yes.
So in that case, how should we approach?
So in writing an LOR, the first thing that you have to keep in mind is that you are writing a draft in the sense that your recommender is writing something for you.
Right, on behalf of you.
On behalf of you. So in that case, the first paragraph would be essentially how your recommender knows you. For example, if you are in a specific institution or you are working in the same company, mention that, and the role that you are playing and how you are associated with the
person,
with the candidate.
Okay.
Yeah. The next paragraph would be essentially some events or some qualities that he has seen in you that he thinks that you are a good candidate for the PhD program.
Right.
So in this case, he or she should highlight some of the specific skills that you have. For say you are in a company, so he can write about your leadership qualities, your team building spirits, or he can write about your potential idea, thoughts, your creativeness.
Which he has observed.
From
some
the daily
specific
routine activities.
Events.
Yes. You can mention those specific events. It's important to build a story here too, so that it looks like it's very real. Whatever you are writing, it looks real and it looks very transparent from the recommender side. So the second paragraph would be all about your skills, why he likes you, what exceptional qualities he has seen in you, and why he thinks that you can be a good candidate for the program.
Right.
And he can end the letter saying that he thinks that you have all the potential qualities that are required to complete the 5 years of PhD program, and thus he recommends you strongly for the course.
Yeah. So should we use strong adjectives in the LOR?
Yes, of course. I mean, adjectives like strong problem solving skills, strong communication skills, creativity, critical thinking. These are all that is required in case of research, right?
This will improve certainly the LOR.
The value of the weightage of the LOR will increase if we use certain adjectives like that. But it's important to also reason those adjectives.
Right.
Why he thinks you have creativity, or why he thinks you have critical thinking. There must be a reason why he thinks so.
Events specifically.
So specific events that would also reason those specific qualities.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's required.
So thank you, Smritilekha. I hope our viewers will be really satisfied after you gave such a clear idea about LOR.
Thank you.
Smritilekha, can you give me idea when should we get our transcripts from the previous institution and how many copies do we need?
So basically, if you are applying for your PhD, while you are doing everything else, you have to keep in mind that you need your transcripts from your previous institutions. So, and that is also a time consuming process. So I suggest that you start a bit early on that, and you would need like 2 to 3 transcripts, because most universities will ask for unofficial transcripts while you apply. So you can keep like 2 to 3 copies and you can scan them and you can send them to the universities. But keep in mind that once you got admitted into a school, you would need official copies of transcripts that you need to mail them directly to the university. So in that case, you will need an official transcript, sealed transcript that you need to email directly to the university from your previous institution.
Yeah.
So for like application, I would say 2 to 3 transcripts is enough.
Right. So thank you, Smritilekha, for detailed answer. All right. As you always know that we have something for you guys. So we have given some sample LORs which you can download from the link given in the description box. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to share with your friends and colleagues, whoever is applying for their PhD abroad. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for latest updates. And hit the like button if you really like the content. Do comment if you have any queries. We will be happy to help you. We have given an email ID in our description box where you can ask any question if you have during your preparation. Use the same email to write us if you need any appointment with us. That's all for this episode. We will see you in the next episode.